Well, hello folks, Simulation for the Nation here, hope you're doing very well. Welcome back along to what is now kind of been a bit of a harvest log for this evening here on the Mega Farm. We're busy, we're out at it here, harvest is in full swing. I am in combine number 1, just missing a bit here actually with the header. We're in linseed at the moment, cracking along, trying to get as much done. It's getting a little bit late into the evening, as you can see it's about 10 o'clock at night now. Some of the lads have finished, they've gone away, we've really cracked on through the day today, so we've made some great progress. Just leaving me and the truck here to get some more done this evening. Will we get this field done? I don't know. We'll see how long it goes on there. There'll be some moisture coming into it fairly soon as well, which will start to play into effect here. I have no doubt about that. What we need to do though is to make sure that we are clearing everything on this headland. We've been going through, we went through oilseed rape first thing this morning there. We've gone through a bit of a barley and some wheat as well. Got this combine switched over there, ready to roll onto the linseed. Coming up still, we've got a couple of fields of wheat left, I believe. And then we'll be waiting for the spring crops to come through, which is predominantly going to be sugar beet. And then we'll be looking all right, I do believe. This linseed, this header here, it's a little bit of an issue with it. I'm going to just stay a bit further out wide. Struggling to pick it up. Maybe it's just the light in the evening here, but we're getting through it. We are choosing to swath the straw tonight. Be curious to see what that looks like when we get it into a bale, but we'll see. Speaking of balers, we have picked up a new one. We are plowing along now very nicely with it indeed. We've gone for the Agco HD. A little bit of a step up from the original Heston that we had. A couple of reasons for it. Speed being one, we can fly along a lot faster. Really does help. What has happened here? I just took over the combine here. I need to see what's happening in this corner and see if we can tidy it up. Might just be an issue with the field, which it does almost look like it is there. Actually, it's not wanting to harvest that bit at all, which is peculiar at the very least. We'll have to have a look into that. But yeah, so we changed the bale chase over as well, so that can handle the HD bales, which it will be doing now perfectly well. And yeah, straw is coming in well. We had a really miserable crop of hay. It failed so badly. We got about half it done. There's a lot left out there on the field, but we've taken a loss on that one. We've got enough that we need, at least for the livestock. We won't be selling any this year, but that is what it is. We're going to be looking into, though, we've got a lot more muck down onto that grassland, because ultimately we need to try and get one more cut of silage off of there as soon as we can. And then that will be good, and that'll be us good for the winter at least. So that's looking okay there. I'm not too concerned on that front. But yeah, the main thing we need to do now is crack along. As I look out over the sunset here on Chellington Valley, you can see there's a couple of fields of straw, soft straw to go at. There's one more that we need to bale. There's bales in the other two fields as well, so we'll be out with the auto stacker in the morning to get those picked up. And then we're into the fields really. We've got some of the heavy cultivation, heavy tillage machinery ready to roll. We've got a big 8-furrow plow there for the Fendt. We've got the cultivation train really that it is for the 8RX thing. That looks like it's going to go on through there, and it'll be doing a grand job as well, that is for sure. I'm just going to dial the speed down here. I think we'll get a little bit damp this evening, so it's not going through the combine quite so well. Moisture coming in about 16.3%. Probably don't want to get too much higher than that, otherwise we'll struggle to get it in a little bit. But you can see, even at 10 o'clock at night, it's a beautiful evening here. It's an absolute stunning evening, and we'll kind of have once we get around to the truck here, we're just going to empty out. We're getting a really good yield from this field actually. We emptied out just on that far corner there really. So we're going to be close to full by the time we get around to again. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, it's going well. It is going well. Farm 1, or Farm 2, sorry, have been cracking along as well. And they're getting all their cereal crops in, but they're mainly focusing their attention back onto silage for now. We at Farm 2 are having a bit of a discussion about potentially getting a demonstrator in for a bigger combine to see how we get on with it. The two models that we have right now, the T560s, are great because they're not too big, which means we get them into all the different tricky fields that we need to, because that is always going to be a bit of a problem. That being said, the output is a little bit lower than perhaps it could be, so we're going to try and find something which hits that balance in the middle. That is something that we're going to be looking into. Hopefully we'll have something left to give it a bit of a demonstration with. We've got a couple of fields left there. If we can get something nice and quickly, we will, because we'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, we're just going to also try and tidy up this headland. I'm not quite sure what's going on over here, but we'll see if we can get that all tidied up there anyway. And then we'll be looking a lot smarter for it, try and get this in. Linseed is a crop that's traditionally a little bit harder to combine there, so maybe it's just actually showing us a bit of an issue in game here as well. But hey, we'll see. We will see. Yeah, that bit's done. I wonder if we just we'll get out. We're going to just load this on into the combine there anyway. Make sure I've got all my lights on. There we go. Perfect stuff. Okay, so we're cracking in though. It's doing all right. I hope you all do very well wherever you're watching as well. And let me know what if you're carrying on with your own kind of mega farm anywhere. If you're watching along and if you're on Chellington Valley, do let us know how that's coming through. If you would like to come and support us on the mega farm here or even get involved, you can do so. All you need to do is become a channel member. You'd be a dedicated sponsor or a hire. We can get you on board. We can also do things as well, such as get you access to all the Discord servers and get you set up there pretty quickly indeed. And what I think we'll do is just run all the way up to this end. There is a bit of a border on this field that hasn't been able to pick up there, but that's not too much of an issue or concern right now. Main concern is that we just get everything lifted here. We make sure that we get all of this this crop in, and then yeah, like I said, only a couple of fields left to go. We've got a lot of muck that we're getting out into the deck right now. Cattle wise, we sold I can't recall if we told you this last time around, but we sold in excess of 200,000 pounds worth of beef cattle, which is great. And we're down to about 19 beef cattle actually at the moment. There, we haven't transported any of the bull calves that have been calved recently at Chellington Valley. They'll be heading up to Valley View as well, but we're not quite there yet. They can hang on where they are for now, because yeah, other priorities really at the moment. But we'll get that one done. Yeah, there will be a big influx of cattle coming soon, which I'm looking forward to seeing. That's for sure. But for right now, we'll just get to the end here. Alrighty. Back we go. Let's just go and get this all filled up. A beautiful view over the auger pipe there this evening. Let's get that darn step up there. There you go. Alright then, and in we come. So as you can see, swaths of straw for days. The next two fields over there have already been baled up as well, so that's just a lot of chasing left to do there. And we're looking good. We're just going to let this all fill in here. Let's just knock off the header whilst we wait. Yeah, ultimately, we're cracking on in. I wonder if this is an issue with yield here, because that's all ready to harvest. I wonder if this is just not quite ready. Yeah, so for some reason, that is all still growing. That's why that's not harvested, so we might have to come back to that. It's not quite fit to go there around the edge, so we'll leave that. We'll come back on into it later on. But that is very peculiar. I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. Good news is that we do have time. Time is something that we can control here, really, because we're still at midsummer, so we can wait if we have to get that picked up towards the end of summer. But yeah, I might have a quick walk through the entirety of the field there, because if it's the same situation further on and around there, we'll have to just kind of leave it for a bit. But it looks like we're looking okay here. Bulk of the field is ready to go. Yeah, I would say so. pH value is looking good. Nitrogen is looking very good, which is great. Speaking of what is looking very good here, we look on into our balance. So you can see, if I look at this field here, we've already harvested field 54, 55, 56. We're in 122 right now. This has been done. Field 1 has already been done, that as of 6 and 3. As I come across into here, you'll see what we mean. All of the fields in around Valley View were either around Whitehall, were either wheat or have been lifted as grass. So 27, 25, 120, 26 are all grassland. That's all been done. And then we've got a couple of fields over here that we've already jumped onto as well. Field 14 was wheat there as well. That's one of the new bits of ground that we picked up. And so yeah, we're looking good. So we're cracking along through. Shouldn't take us too much longer to get the rest of this done. We had a little bit of nibble into some more wheat earlier on. We've left that one for now. That wasn't quite ready to go, so I think we'll try and get that in the morning, give it a little bit more time, and that should be good. Elsewhere though, if we look across at farm number 2, you can see they've actually started to increase their croppage as well there, so they've really upped their land. They're really starting to get along there. If we have a look at what's been harvested, they've still got a lot of spring crops though, so that will be a little bit tricky. That's going to really push them, because a lot that's not going to be ready until the end of summer, which means the weather really starts to, you're in the hands of the gods there, really, as I like to say. So we'll have to see how that goes. Looks like they're going to be really relying upon the oilseed rape cash crop there. That's going to be curious to see, because that's going to be a lot of money there coming through in oilseed rape. So good luck to them. I'm sure the weather will give them some grief, but we'll have to wait and see, really, I think. And then we'll be watching that one eagerly. Elsewhere though, yeah, it just depends on the weather. Sometimes that weather in that time of this year is very hit and miss, very unpredictable. It can be unpredictable at the best of times though, as we all well know. And what we're going to do though is just crack on. We'll get a little bit more taken out of the middle here. It's getting a little bit dark. Just want to bring you a bit of a quick update for the farm here. We need to get our GPS set up here as well, so we'll probably just try and do that on this pass. Get that all taken care of, and then let's just drop you down. Okie dokie. And that's going to be me for the rest of the evening here. Let's get that reel down just ever so slightly. Get that into the beans. Make sure it's actually doing something. Linseed is a very unforgiving crop on combines. Very hard, very difficult to thresh through here. So the 560 seems to be handling it okay. It does look that way at least. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of plod on into the night here and see how much of this field we can get done. Like I said, just wanted to bring you a very quick update. Nothing else happening really with the cattle at the moment. We'll show you the livestock as we're going. Right now, calving has gone very well. 348 cows down in Chellington there. They're going to be due for their feeding up in the morning. Sheep are flying, 431. They're absolutely most along. And the 220 over at Ravenwood. So tomorrow morning we'll have a bit of an emphasis on getting the stock all ready to go. But we'll be laughing, absolutely laughing there. So we're just going to continue with this. Going to slow down. I think as the moisture continues to creep up, we'll have to just slow the speed down on the combine there. Try and keep the output under 100%. Otherwise, you start to lose seed out the back there, which is not what anybody wants or needs, really. It doesn't help anybody, so let's see what we can do about that. There you go, get you down. Well, alright then, and we'll continue on into the fray. This is just a very quick episode to show you the latest update. Tomorrow we'll be coming back with you with a brand new episode, or a brand new kind of how-to guide really for FS19, just to show how we try and make things as realistic as possible and which mods we use to do that. So I hope you do stay tuned for that one. Videos coming up from roleplays this week will be the Young Farmer, the second episode of the Return of the Young Farmer. We're going big with some silage. We'll be coming back with a Dairyman's Diary and of course saving Grandad's Farm over the weekend. But until then, I hope you do enjoy, folks. Do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.